let me start by asking you guys a question on the call tonight. So here's a question for you. What do you think a brand is? What do you think a brand is? Now, while you type your answers in, I'm going to tell you the question. So Karen says, I am a newbie. What would you say are the main things I should be thinking about when creating my brand? I'm a newbie. What would you say are the main things I should be thinking about when creating my brand? Okay, now what do you guys reckon? I'm going to pause my screen just because I want to make sure that I get some of these up for you. And I'm going to show you some very, very interesting brands that I may or may not be involved with. I love brand and branding. It is, as you develop as an entrepreneur, you'll come to discover incredibly important facet of building a big business. For a small business, it makes sweet FA difference. For a Me Too business where you're just selling, so any time I'm doing any coaching and somebody says to me, I just want to sell what makes money, I know they're only ever going to build a teeny tiny little business. Because I just want to sell what makes money means they don't give a shit about brand, they don't give a shit about their customers, they'll only ever build a teeny tiny little business. All right, let's have a look. What do you reckon? A reputation, says Rod. Public face of the business. An impression or feeling, says Murray. Grouping product types. Protection against copycats. Customer avatar. Public image. Who is my customers? Mark of quality. It is hard to explain. Difficult when you have to try and put it in words, isn't it? The color palette, the logo, the image, the style, the graphics. All the elements that resonate with your target audience, says Mark. Some good questions, good answers coming in. Who is the customer? Good stuff. So here's my take on it. My take is, in the simplest possible terms, your brand is who you are and what you want to be known for. Who you are and what you want to be known for. In its stripped back terms, when you take away everything else, that's what it really boils down to. Who you are and who you want to, and what you actually want to be known for within the marketplace. So let's start with breaking that down. Let's start with who you are. So for me, when I build a brand, I start with my customers. So any folks in my inner circle will know this is kind of how I roll with this kind of shit. I am starting with, who is the customer? Who is the unique group of people that have got a similar problem that I can offer my product to that will solve that problem in the most effective way for them? That's the question, and that's the positioning that I come from. So there is a world of difference, for instance, between a brand where your customer or your customer avatar is expectant mums versus building a brand for high-end triathletes, for instance. And that just makes sense, doesn't it? When you think about it, like, what would a brand be like for an expectant mum? For the expectant mum to really embrace that brand versus what would the brand be like for a triathlete, for the triathlete to really embrace the brand. Already that evokes different thoughts and feelings and imagery in your mind about how one would look over than the other. At least I hope it does anyway. So I start with the customer. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. I start with the customer, who they are. Who is that person? Where are they? How old are they? What's important to them? What's the problem they're trying to solve? Why do they want to solve the problem? What's important to them about the way the problem gets solved? Things like that. The more I can understand about my customer, the easier my brand is. In many, many, many ways, a very good customer avatar will automatically create the brand for you and for your business if you're going after that particular avatar. It kind of automatically does that, and you will very quickly pick up, is the color blue appropriate for this brand? Probably not. Probably this particular group of people probably going to resonate more with green. That sort of thing. Is this particular name going to be right for them? Well, probably not. Probably this name's better for them. That kind of thing. So the more you understand about them, the better. Anytime you hear somebody say, I just want to sell the thing that makes the most money, I hope you can understand why now. That just immediately tells you they don't give a shit about their customers. All they're wanting to do is make money. And because of that, their business will not get very far at all. It just won't get very far. They'll very quickly run out of steam. They won't understand who their customers are. They'll get copycats in their marketplace which will destroy them. They won't be able to compete on price, and they'll go out of business. Happens all the time. So focusing on your customers is very, very important. Very, very important. Let me show you some examples of some interesting brands, and hopefully that will guide us in what is important about a brand. So here's some good brands. Let me give you these. So these are Old School Labs, one of my favorite brands actually on Amazon. Send to all. Look at the way this is. Look at the imagery that they've used. Look at the way this has been put together. Look at this dude. Isn't he like, based on what you've just seen here, he is the perfect ambassador for this lab, for these products. Very, very cool. Oops, screen is locked. My apologies. There you go. There you go. How's that? So that's one. I really, really like this brand. You can learn a lot from this brand. You should go and check out their Facebook ads too. Hopefully you know how to do that. Here's the other one. So the other one is Genius Brands, which is a very, very cool. Look at the difference already. Check out the difference between who this suits and who this suits. I hope you can see already. Send to all. And look how easy this is. It does not need to be complicated. It does not need to be artistic. This is very, very simple, this brand. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. But as you can see, it's a much different person who's buying this product to this product. Yeah? Much, much different. Let's do one more. Dun, 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 dun. Send to all. So, look at that. Who is the person buying this product? What can you tell me about the person buying this product just from this brand? What can you tell me about them just from this? Anything at all? Sex, age, interests, where they are in their life. What would you say? Yeah. Absolutely. Alternative females, flower powers, midlife. Yeah. Yummy mummy. Totally agree with that. So already, you know, this person who put this brand together, Nature's Bounty, they really understand who they are going after. So they're not trying to put together a product that appeals to everybody, just like Genius Labs is not trying to put together a product that suits everybody, just like Old School Labs is not trying to appeal to everybody. They have got a marketplace and they're going after that. What about this brand? Who is their avatar for this product, do you reckon? Who is it, the avatar for this product? Same thing we just did. Who is it? Who is this one? Tell me about this person. It's a bloke, yeah. Gym goer, absolutely. I like that, Brian. Brian says 70s porn star. Totally. Middle-aged, absolutely, yeah. Blokes, yeah. 30 to 50, probably I reckon about 35 to 55, I would say. Blokey blokes into the gym, Probably car enthusiast. Who is that? Sam? Yep. Bit vain, perhaps, yeah, because of the branding, perhaps. Perhaps what that tells you is they're wanting to look good, i.e. work out, because they want to get laid. All right? And all that gives you a whole heaps of different things about the way to market the brand. Yeah. Midlife crisis, absolutely, potentially. Does that make sense? So I hope you can understand. So when Old School Labs put together their products, they did not start with their product. They started with who is the buyer of the product and then worked backwards. Given that this bloke here, Tom, is the perfect buyer for the product, what would Tom want the brand to be like? What products would Tom want? Etc., etc., etc. Versus what would these from Genius brand, whose their avatar is? You know what I mean? See how that works? So, Karen, great question. I hope that we've given you a lot of things to think about. And brand for me is the distinction that will enable your business to grow. And I think it is arguably the process to create a brand, which is to really truly understand your customer, is arguably the most important thing you'll do in your business. Arguably the most important thing. Pippa McCreary, who's one of the Amazon coaches, she takes her diamond clients through this whole kind of customer avatar process when she's extremely good at building out these brands. Her process, her situation for that, very, very creative. She comes from that background anyway. She truly gets it. It's that willingness to spend time on your customer, understanding who they are, that pays dividends later on. Not just with understanding them because you get to sell them more stuff, but you'll have empathy with them when it comes to marketing and what to write in your marketing as well. Very important. Super, super cool. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.